every loss is a loss. Sometimes you just have to step back, take a hit, reassess, readjust.
One of the leaders of the Alamance County NAACP talking tonight about why that chapter has, after a 3-year legal battle, decided to stop its efforts to relocate the controversial Confederate monument that stands here outside of the old county courthouse in Graham. Good evening. Welcome to the Fox 8 10 o'clock news. I'm Neil McNeil.
And I'm Katie Nordine. Back in 2021, this group filed a lawsuit against the county in an effort to force it to relocate the statue that stood tall more than 100 years. Then in March of this year, the North Carolina Court of Appeals ruled the monument was protected by the 2015 Monuments Protection Law. It prohibits the removal of monuments on public property without the approval of the State Historical Commission.
Well, after initially planning to appeal that ruling, the Alamance NAACP says it's no longer doing so. Now, the Alamance County Confederate Monument was dedicated in 1914 and is one of 6 of these monuments still standing right now in our coverage area. They include the Randolph County Confederate Monument in front of the old courthouse in downtown Asheboro. It dates back to 1911. The Wilkes County Confederate Monument was dedicated just a little more than 25 years ago in May of 1998. The newest monument in the area is the Surry County Confederate Soldiers Memorial in Dobson, which was dedicated in 2005. The Stokes County Confederate Monument in Danbury was dedicated in 1990, and then the Caswell County Confederate Monument that sits in front of the courthouse in Yanceyville dates back to 1921. But getting back to the monument in Alamance County, where the move to essentially stop efforts to relocate it is significant, especially given the protest in Graham after the death of George Floyd, which happened, interestingly enough, 4 years ago last week. Fox 8's Justin Lundy in Graham tonight. So Justin, why has this organization decided to stop its fight?
NAACP member Ernest Lewis Jr. says there's several reasons why they're not moving forward this legal battle, and one of them is the fact their lawyers were worried a new case could impact current and future cases revolved around Confederate statues in our state.
The best course is, hang up the gloves in this fight, pick up gloves in other fights.
Ernest Lewis Jr., a member of the Alamance County NAACP, says the civil rights organization is playing chess, not checkers, when it comes to removing this Confederate statue in front of the old Alamance County courthouse following a long legal battle.
As much as we, think the statue should be gone and put in a better spot and not in front of the courthouse, the reality is it's far bigger than that.
In March 2021, the NAACP filed a lawsuit against Alamance County to relocate the statue to a historically appropriate location. 3 years later, in March 2024, 3 judges on the North Carolina Court of Appeals ruled the monument is protected by the Monuments Protection Law, which the General Assembly passed in 2015. It reads, state, city, or county-owned monuments can't be removed without the State Historical Commission's approval. Following that ruling, the Alamance County NAACP planned to appeal it, but after several discussions with their legal team, Lewis Jr. says they're scrapping that plan because a ruling could potentially affect other court cases revolved around Confederate statues.
Buncombe County and several counties out east, they're in the early stages of trying to figure out what to do about the statute, and the courts are obviously a pathway.
Lewis Jr. says because the state Supreme Court is majority Republican, he says the NAACP didn't feel confident a new court case would be in their favor. Some community members in Graham don't know what to feel about the statue.
If they're going to move it. If they're not, it doesn't make a difference to me.
Meanwhile, some are in favor of the court's decision to keep the statue right where it is.
No, I don't think they ought to remove it. It's still part of our history. Either way you look at it, whether it was bad history or whether it was good history, it's part of our history.
I asked Lewis Jr. what other avenues they plan to take now that they do not plan to appeal the Court of Appeals decision to keep the statue here. And he says right now all they're doing is simply encouraging people to vote. Reporting live in Graham, Justin Lundy, Fox 8 News.